Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, yesterday we moved here to the Marina Le Marin because we hope that it will start this week.
Yeah, putting up the mast should start this week. We have a meeting this morning with the technician of Caribe Cremant to discuss details. For instance, where to put the radar, talk about the cabling and some other minor details. And then I hope they call us in sometimes later this week and start putting up the mast. I have no idea how long it will take, maybe a couple of weeks or something like that. We will see, but now we go to the office of Caribe Cremant. So we are now here at Caribe Cremant. We have been informed that we have to drive to the boatyard, the other side, and there we meet Philippe, and then we have a look at the mast. Boatyard Le Marin. This is Philippe, he is responsible. Hi Philippe, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Not too bad, we are very glad now. It looks great. The mast is in two pieces, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Da freut sich aber jemand. Der Mast ist da.
So it was very interesting seeing the mast laying there in the boatyard. And now we have the next meeting with Julien to discuss electrics and electronics. We had very good discussions here with Caribe Cremant, with Philippe, who is responsible for the mast and the rig. And also Julien. With Julien, I discussed all the electronics and where to put the radar. Yeah, and all the rest is good. So whilst Philippe thought he could put the mast on the boat on Friday, Julien thinks that he needs a day for the electrics and electronics, and that would be done on Monday. So that means earliest mast can be put on the boat next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. So that means another week and more, so 8-9 days. But all fine so far. So I think we are in flow. I've driven over here to the boatyard and have a look at the mast, and also want to measure the mast steps. They've asked me to do that. Yeah, but it's looking great. I made some marks here on the mast where I think the mast step could be or should be. Yeah, all looking well, so I'm looking forward when I get pulled in and somebody tells me you want to put your mast on deck. So we have changed positions, so we are now at the pier here of Caribe Cremant, and the guys are now starting to change the mast base, so we are very happy that the job carries on. First of all, the old mast base is taken off because it was damaged. To do this, the screws get removed, which fortunately works without any problems. Now it's done and the surface is being prepared to screw on the new mast base. That looks well, so the new base of the mast is put on. So some of the rolls could be used. I'm on my way to the mast. There should be some progress. The electronics should be built on and the riggers want to do the mast step, so let's see. It's all looking well, the radar is on and the other electrics as well. I'm still missing the Windex, I told them already, and they also haven't started with the mast steps yet, but shouldn't be a big deal. I've just spoken with the rigger as well, There were a few questions regarding the mast steps, which we could clarify, and the Windex is coming on later as well, so everything is running well. Very exciting moment. We're leaving now the dock here and drive to the boatyard, and they want to put the mast on deck. There's Lothar from Tamara. Hello Lothar! Yeah? Over there's a team from Carib coming. Now we're getting in, they gave us a wave. Now we're getting started to put the mast on deck. The mast is laying here and ready to go on board.
Pourquoi je vais le faire là-bas? Mais déjà la vis pour moi la première. Ah, ou pas mis en tête connecte. Il faisait ça avec bassin Baltique. Ici par même dépassé.
Final remaining work.
Moi qui mettez. Je vais mettre. Tu n'es pas comme tu n'es pas là.
Here's a Windex that will be assembled later on. Then it finally starts. The mast is brought to the large mobile crane, where a smaller slewing crane is mounted on top, which the mast then is placed on the boat with. The mast gets carefully erected, and then the crane moves forward to bring the mast into the correct position. Now it can be pivoted to the mast base. As you can see, it is well prepared. All lines and wires have been passed through, the shrouds have been prepared, and all other attachments have also been installed. Of course, the forestay and backstay are still missing. The riggers are preparing the shrouds so they can be attached first when the mast is up. Now the big moment has come. The new mast is placed on deck. Yes. These are of course feelings of happiness after the endless long time without having a mast on deck. Now the shrouds get attached. It's almost done and already looks very good. Now we are preparing some lines and pull them into the cockpit. Under the cover we get them through with a folding rule. This trick is mine. We already need these lines in the cockpit because on one hand the rigger has to be pulled into the mast to remove the strap to the crane, and on the other hand the provisional forestay and backstay have to be tensioned with the winch. Of course, no one has to crank here because an attached electric winch is used. The crane is free and the strap is taken down. The forestay and backstay are provisionally set with the boom lift and the spinner car halyard. Now the riggers are almost done. Only little work is outstanding and everything has been done very carefully. So the mast is on. That took them less than 1 hour, and we have been asked to drive back to the workshop now, and that's what we're doing. We're back at the workshop from Carib, and it feels really great having a mast standing on deck. Great, just great. Yeah, the mast is on, and I think a beer is well deserved on the new mast. Cheers!
Cheers!
So the guys are carrying on. At the moment they mount the Windex. So step by step we're moving in the right direction. Here we enter the workshop. The new furling system on the forestay for the Genoa is currently being prepared. Profurl is now used instead of a furlex system, which was on it before. That's what the rigger recommended. On one hand, Carib was able to offer it cheaper than furlex, and on the other hand, Profurl has a longer warranty time. I think it's a good choice. The new forestay with the furling system for the Genoa is already attached at the top and is getting attached below as well. Here it's done and I really like it. The backstay is ready as well. Now the boom gets prepared. It's a lot more complicated than initially thought, because the stop was torn out when the mast broke. This end is so badly deformed that the boom has to be shortened by 7 centimeters. That is why all stops have to be set again. Partially newly drilled, and in some cases new threads have to be cut. Now they put the boom on. Yeah, everything is in flow. Over! Yeah, it's a busy day. Electrics are getting done, then someone is working on the anchor for the staysail, and obviously the riggers are working on the boom. Full day. Here we carry on with the cables. Smile. Clear and structured. Now the radar cable gets installed, so it was easy to pull them through. Of course I had those pipes running there, only here we had to take off some of the cover sheets, but so far so good. So electrics are looking well, it's all connected. Also it's not looking that well at the moment here. But the radar is almost completely connected, so there's one cable missing here, so we need a T-piece there. And this one needs to be plugged in. So then here it is looking okay. So all the connections are made here, apart from here. So that is outstanding. That is a cable for the wind sensor, already prepared here. And here the hole is made to take on the anchor plate for the staysail. It's looking well, so all green. Diagnostics all okay. Yeah. So that is the anchor point for the staysail. That looks well. This is closed now. I've changed the AIS transponder because I got an error message on the VHF, and this is the spare one, or the initial one. And at the moment all okay, but I need to wait 10 minutes. Yeah, so all running well. That's looking well. All gone.
On va mettre sur le côté à toutes. Lâche un peu de mou.
The mainsail is up. The mainsail fits. Anything else would be surprising, because the design of the new mast is identical to the old one, except for the division. Hence the reserve mainsail, which I have already sailed before, must also fit. After that we start pulling up the reserve Genoa, which should fit too. Today several jobs are running at the same time on board, and the electrician Hugo is currently going up the mast to attach the wind sensor.
Oh non mon vieux! Il n'y a pas de batterie mon gars. Batterie? Ouais. Il va monter avec les machins.
Les marches, mec.
Ah ouais.
The wind sensor is mounted and Hugo is already on his way down again.
Okay, terminé.
The wind sensor is installed as well. That's running. 3x4 at the moment from east. All fine. And we continue with the Genoa, which fits as well.
Okay.
One second, okay, good. Should I pull from there?
Just. Okay?
Yeah.
Morning, final day, hopefully. Remaining work is outstanding, so the staysail gets installed and also the lines to pull up the courtesy flag and Q flag, etc.
Oh, je dirais pas, rifteuse là, Seb. On peut même manger là.
Now they're installing the staysail. The second forestay or staysail was measured on board and made in the workshop. The rigger goes up the mast, takes the second forestay up and attaches it to the top. Then it gets attached at the bottom and our Jambo is ready. For us, 2 interesting and exciting weeks come to an end. But we are also really happy that everything is finished. In between, it was also a bit stressful, because a few minor changes were necessary. All in all, we are satisfied. The next day we have to set off relatively early and leave the jetty, because the next boats are already waiting. Of course it continues interesting, because in the next video we show the first sailing with the new mast, and in the video after that the first rig check with small remaining works which we do ourselves. See you!
Merci, au revoir! Oui! See you on YouTube!